Good morning. My name is Marina Barham, and I'm the co-founder and the general director of Harah Theater. Harah means the neighborhood, and the reason we chose this name was because we wanted to be connected to our community, to our people, and we have a lot of neighborhoods in our hometown, Beit Jala, which is next to Bethlehem. That's why we chose this name. Harah Theater produces theater for children, for young people, and for adults. We are a touring company. We don't have our own theater space. So we try to reach our audiences wherever they are. We go to theaters, to schools, to courtyards, to alternative spaces. We also do touring locally and regionally and internationally. We train children and young people, and we try to give them a safe space where they can express themselves, their dreams and their opinions freely, without fear, without judgment by anybody else. And we feel that we can create a generation that can appreciate arts and theater in the future well by impacting the life of those children and young people.
Marina, I was going to ask you what motivated you to get into theater? Why you?
Well, I don't come from a theater background, but what motivated me to be part of this world was really the impact of theater on the lives of children and young people, and how I see theater develop their personality, their character, their self-esteem, their commitment to their community, how they become more responsible, more expressive, more voicing their thoughts and their ideas, and seeing the thirst in their eyes and how it affects their lives. This is what motivates me to do theater and continue in the theater world. So that's why I started in theater by coincidence in 1998. And then I continued all this time because of this effect of theater on people and communities.
Why do you think theater has such, and this is not one of the questions we were thinking of, but why do you think theater has such an impact on young people?
I think because it's a life art. It is interacting. It gives them a feeling that they have more self-confidence, and they can feel safe enough in a theater surrounding where they can talk, where they can express their thoughts without being judged. And especially in our community, a lot of people judge each other if they're a little bit different, if they are not confident enough, or if, for example, a lot of young girls feel all the time under control because we live in a patriarchal society. So theater gives them a space where they feel safe enough to talk, to think, to be empowered, and to use this art in a way that gives them these tools to use in their own lives and in their own communities and in their families. It really changes their life. I remember once we asked, someone asked one of the young women who was a young girl with us during the trainings, why do you do theater and why do you think theater is important? And she said that since she was a child, it's always her father and her family who are telling her what to do. And when she went to school, it's the teachers who tell her what to do. When she went to university, again, it was the teachers who tell her what to do. But on the stage, on theater, she says what she wants and nobody can stop her. So it really empowers women, it empowers young people. A lot of the children who took training with us when they were children and now they're adults, they're graduated from university, they're working, they're very responsible, very committed, have a lot of self-esteem, they're very confident, and they all say that it was the theater who gave them this this kind of character in this kind of life.
Wow, that's a very moving testimony.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to skip to the last question.
Yes.
Why is this book important? Why? I mean, you're one of the earlier people who participated. You've done a lot of support. You're very enthusiastic about it. Why? What makes this book important?
Why? Because
out.
I think first in Palestine we lack studies on theater. We don't have enough documentation or analysis of theater. When we have students doing research on theater, we don't have a lot of books to give them as a literature review on theater. This is one. Second, it really shows the different kinds of theater styles, theater professions, and different styles of theaters in Palestine. And it tells the story of these theaters and how they became and what happened with them. And I think this is important. It's important to reach also international audiences to know that in Palestine we have a very rich culture and that theater plays a role in this culture, and it has been developing, it has been improving, it has been expressing the stories of the Palestinian people through theater, and we reached a lot of countries, a lot of people through theater. So you are presenting the importance of Palestinian theater, not only locally, but also internationally. And that's why I think this book should come out to life, should be published, should be distributed in Palestine, should be distributed in the region and also internationally, so people could know more about theater in Palestine, about culture in Palestine, about the difficulties that we face as theater makers in Palestine. And sometimes it really inspires people in other parts of the world where they feel there is nothing more to say and they're looking for themes, while here, because of the difficulties we live in, we're always inspired with new stories, new ideas for plays, for productions. And it's important to help people get inspired also of this.